Hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? It's back again. Kosia Fun Day kicking in for you and for yours. And this time I'd like to give a shout out to my ancestors, and this one's going to be dealing directly with the ancestors here in the United States. You know what I'm saying? As you see, this is time, life, history of the holidays, and maybe you don't know that Memorial Day is an African holiday. We're going to talk more about it. The overlooked black history of Memorial Day. Now, this shows a photo of 1865, the photo graves of Union soldiers buried at the racecourse turned Confederate prison, where historians believe the earliest Memorial Day celebration took place. Now, this was around May 22nd, 2020, so this is, really recent. Nowadays, Memorial Day honors veterans of all wars, but its roots of an American deadliest conflict, the Civil War. Approximately 620,000 soldiers died, and two-thirds from disease. The work of honoring the dead right away all over the country and several American towns claim to be the birthplace of Memorial Day. Researchers traced the earliest animal commendation to women who laid flowers on the soldiers' graves in the Civil War hospital in the town of Columbus, Mississippi in 1866, April. But historians like Pulitzer Prize winner David Blight tried to raise awareness of free slaves who decorated soldiers' grave a year earlier to make sure the stories get told too. According to Blight's 2001 book, Race and Reunion, The Civil War in American Memory, a commemoration organized by free slaves and some white missionaries took place on May 1st, 1865 in Charleston, South Carolina, at a farmers' planters racetrack where Confederates held captured Union soldiers during the last year of the war. At least 257 prisoners died, many from disease, were buried in unmarked graves. So black residents of Charleston decided to give them a proper burial. This right here is the clubhouse at the race course where the Union soldiers were held prisoner. So they was held prisoner in something like this. In approximately 10 days leading up to the event, roughly 2,000 African American Charlestonians reorganized the grave and worked into rows and built 10-foot wall white fences around them, and an archway overhead spelled out "Martyrs of the Racecourse" in black letters. About 10,000 people, mostly black residents, participated in the May 1st tribute. According to the coverage back then, the Charleston Daily Courier and the New York Tribune. Starting at 9 a.m., 3,000 black schoolchildren paraded around the racetrack holding roses and singing a Union song, "John Brown Body," and were followed by adults representing aid societies for free black men and women. Sidebar: the aid societies were our own, was the stuff, helping people, like black orphanage, they help stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Black pastors delivered the sermons and led attendees in prayer and singing out spirituals. And there were picnics. James Redpath, the white director of Freeman Education in the region, organized 30 speeches by Union officers, missionaries, and black ministers. Participants sang patriotic songs like America and rallying around the flag and a Star-Spangled Banner. In the afternoon, 3 whites and black Union regiments marched around the graves and staged a drill. The New York Tribune described the tribute as a procession of friends and mourners that South Carolina and the United States never seen before. The grave sites looked like one mass flower, and the breeze wafted and smelled perfumes from them, and tears of joy were shed. This tribute gave birth to an American tradition, Blight wrote in Race and Reunion. The war is over, and Memorial Day had been founded by African Americans in a ritual of remembrance and consternation. In 1996, Blight stumbled upon a New York Herald Tribune article detailing the tribute in the Harvard University archive. But the original story was told was not the Memorial Day history that many white people wanted to tell, he argues. About 50 years after the Civil War ended, someone at the United Daughters of the Confederacy asked the Ladies Memorial Association of Charleston to confirm that May 1st, 1865 tribute occurred, and simply in receiving a supply from one S.E. Beckwith. I regret to unable to gather any official information to answer this. Whether Beckwith actually knew about the tribute or not, Blight argues, the exchange illustrates how white Charlestonians suppressed the memory this founding. A 1937 book also incorrectly stated that James Redpath single-handedly organized the tribute, when in reality it was a group effort. and it took place on May 30th when it actually took place on May 1st. The book also diminished the roles of the African Americans involved, referring to them as black hands which only knew that the dead was they honoring had raised them from a condition of servitude. That's how they try to play us. The origin story that did stick revolves around an 1868 call from General John A. Logan, president of the Union Army Veterans Group, urging Americans to decorate the graves of the fallen with flowers on May 30th that year. The ceremony took place at Arlington National Cemetery, and that day has been considered the first official Memorial Day celebration. Memorial Day became a national holiday 2 decades later, and in 1889, it took a century before it was moved to, in 1968, the last Monday of May, where it remains today. According to Blight, Hampton Park, named after the Confederate General Wade Hampton, replaced the grave site of the martyrs of the race course. So they took the Confederate General Wade Hampton and took his name and made him the honorary person of the park. And the graves were returned in 1880 at the National Cemetery in Beaufort, South Carolina. The fact that free slaves' Memorial Day tribute is not well remembered is emblematic of the struggle that will follow as African Americans fight to be fully recognized for their contribution to American society continues to this day. So Memorial Day is basically an African holiday where we kicked it off when we was memorizing, memorializing the dead and consternation. Stuff we've been doing since been pimping. But as you see, they wrote it out the history books and, took us out. And they said, well, we can't have it like black people doing this, you know what I'm saying? So we going to switch it up and make it like this. And like I said before, he gave 3 good sites, the New York Tribune, to Charleston, the lead paper in Charleston at that time. And he also gave Harvard. He said, in 1996, Bly stumbled upon a New York Tribune article detailing the tribute in the Harvard University archive. So it's known, it's history out there, but they're not going to tell it to you. But for Coast Kid Fun Day, through the ancestors, we definitely going to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? We always did put out our libation for the dead homies. You know what I'm saying? Light an incense, memorialize that day, bring it on back. And we're going to bring it back together doing the same thing with this African history. So subscribe to the channel, show some love. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Be safe out there and keep on studying. Peace.